Alex Belfield.
We have, I don't know if I can even say these, but we can say wanker and bollocks, and because they're just not North American swear words. And, you know, so we're allowed to say them. I'm still lobbying to be able to say arsehole. I don't know if I can say it yet.
So do you have to do some bargaining with the producers and 2 arseholes for a and 3 shits for a or something like that?
That sort of thing. There's no shits and no and obviously no. This is just going to be beeping, this interview.
It's going to be fun, though.
Yeah, but...
And what about temptation when you're on the road? Because it's a very lonely business and you're staying in these crappy hotels everywhere. How do you deal with that?
Masturbation is pretty cool. I don't know how the comics did it before wireless internet. I don't know how they did it in those days. Walk around the city of Cleveland and want to shoot yourself.
Hi, I'm Janet Street Porter, listening to Alex Belfield. And he's an ugly, fat bastard.
Kate Middleton out of 10?
I'd give her a 9.
I'll give her an 8.5.
8.5?
I'm going to go with a 10.
10?
I'd go solid 8.
And I'd give her 1. All right. All that just for that. You see what I did there? We can't go too far, but I was just stood collecting my bag where I checked it in, and that's where they do the merchandise, and they are actually selling ping pong balls there.
I think they actually have writing on them that say for external use only.
Can you hear my stomach? A little bit of background music to cover it up. Have the BBC got any snacks? Have you got something in your pocket that I could suck on? A Murray mint?
Yeah, she could do with a little pat on the back as well, actually. I was going to say give her one tonight. I can't say that.
Oh, feel free.
Yeah. I think I've already done enough of that. It got me in trouble again last time.
Any more of them, or is this the final baby? Would you like 12 babies or something?
Listen, when you are a walking sort of sexual, testosterone-driven, love-making machine...
I mean, you've got a lot to give and you should give it. That's what I'm thinking. You know, maybe 30 or 40 children.
Anyone for semen? Anyone? Listen, forgive me, I'm talking rubbish.
I've done it for 35 minutes. Why should we stop now?
I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, at the end of the day, my wife controls the birth control in the house. You don't get involved with that at all? Look, I am merely a source of the seed. And you know,
well, you're the man's man.
If the seed can't be planted, then it won't be allowed to get anywhere near the mud, if you know what I mean.
How about I say to her, I was with Biggins on Monday, and he said to me, can I ask you, are you at it?
Yeah, I do that. Absolutely do that.
I'll text you then on Wednesday and let you know what she said.
What the reply was. Fuck. Oh.
Thank God we're not live.
You can bleep that out.
Usual number, it's 01332 616161 on a merchant BBC Radio Derby travel.
Alex Belfield.
On Monday's afternoon show, we'll be out in the radio car at a Conquer tournament in Derbyshire. We'll also be talking about surnames and also later on...
Oh, hang on a minute, that's all a bit confused.com, isn't it? Of course, it's going to be Ed George on Monday, but he's going to be here this afternoon from 1 on BBC Radio Derby with Anthea Turner amongst his guests, and she's already got hints and tips on how to make Christmas that little bit more budgeted if you're worrying about the expense.
Oh, fuck. Oh, sorry, I'll do that again.
Hi, I'm Fern Britton and you're listening to Alex Belfield. You know my husband Phil is a top TV chef, but did you know that Alex works on the salad counter turning the lettuce at McDonald's at the weekends? I can officially reveal Alex is now one of the most incredible tossers I've come across in my entire career, but I love him.
I'll take that. I'm working very hard. Whoever said breastfeeding, took the weight off was full of... I can't say shit on the radio, can I?
Not really.
Okay.
Pete was going to come, but he done Princess last night, so his eyes are like piss holes in the snow, which you probably can't say on the radio. But
I've never heard that one before. I like that.
Haven't you?
No, I like that.
Yeah, all right. Wee holes in the snow, his eyes look like. But first of all, the people around me who I work for, believe me, that they're not... they don't rim me, and I can't say it on the radio.
They don't rim you?
No, they don't. That's what it sounded like. I did say that, but I know I can't say it on the radio.
Rim meaning?
Arse-lick.
Oh,
you
right.
can't say that on the radio. No, the people who work with me...
Hi, I'm Les Dennis, star of Family Fortunes. We asked 100 people to name Britain's top DJ with the smallest penis. Our survey said... Alex Belfield.
I love you. I tell you why. We did that hour last year and we spent an hour talking. I got 2 minutes on air. It was brilliant. You just say the most incredible things all the time, like rimming. I mean, that's tremendous. To put that into an interview for the BBC is unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, let's see if the BBC have got the bollocks to put it on.
Well, we've had 3 beeps in the last 2 seconds, so that's fine,
yeah.
isn't it? Earlier on today, I interviewed Jordan, and you've got a lot in common with Jordan.
I've got a lot in common with Jordan.
Well, you've both got your knockers, haven't you?
Yes, of course we have, yeah. Now, I wonder whose knockers are the worst. I'll have to think about that.
What did your mum and dad make of you?
It's a weird thing because I don't have parents.
We'll move on from that question then.
Oh, it's fine. I don't mind. Why? It's not. That's not bad. That's fine. You should keep that in because that's part of life too.
It's an awkward question, though. It doesn't sound very good when I ask that. It implies some form of vindictive questioning, doesn't it?
No, I think that's absolutely fine. There's no problem with that. I think I do genuinely think that's quite a valid thing to keep in because it's. I think sometimes you sort of feel like when you listen to things on the radio or whatever, they're a bit sanitized, and people you'd imagine that no one had ever died. People die all the time. People are estranged from people. It's fine.
What other awkward questions could I ask you next to make this equally as difficult?
Anything you like. I'm fine with it.
Private part measurements, things like that. Would that be of any
private part measurements?
Yeah.
We tend not to go on. I go on weight. I mean, it's enormous, really. I judge it. I have those fishing scales. Because it's just otherwise it's just not practical.
So you're compared to an old trout or something, are you?
Yeah, an old trout wouldn't even cover it. Yeah,
really.
Yeah, it's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
Hi, I'm Les Dennis, star of Family Fortunes. We asked 100 people to name Britain's top DJ with the smallest penis. Our survey said Alex Belfield.
The phrase "campers' tits" would sum up his performance. I mean, incredible.
Excuse me?
Oh my!
I missed that.
Oh my!
What was that, my love? Oh my God! I've been out of England too long.
Exactly. I lived in Marylebone and I never heard that once. I'm sorry. Whose tits?
Campers' tits. All right. Campers' Christmas trees. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Wow. Oh my God! I'm going to leave that one to you, Brad.
I'm just going to agree. Yes. Whatever you said. Yes.
How do you cope with all the buffets and the gorgeous restaurants and the strip house upstairs and all this food around you, and then you stay so slim?
We come and bang on trash for an hour and a half, so that's basically the way we stay fit.
I've been banging trash for years, and it's not made me slim.
But that was actually very quick. So it's just a really nice evening.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me. Whatever you do, keep banging.
Oh, well, I don't know what to say after that.
Oh, you know when you've got a really annoying bogey that's not quite coming out, not quite going in.
Now there's an interesting question.
That's getting personal.
Yeah, feel free.
I'm trying to, but it's just not.
Do you want us to turn away and you can have a pick or something?
Sorry.
All right, here we go.
That I'm talking to you about because
you know what? I'm so sorry.
Formula One affected adversely.
Murray, I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
I have a hearing loss. It's partly because I'm old, and it's partly because my ears have been battered by racing engines for literally all my life. Can you hear me? I did something about it.
Okay, I can
it took me a long time to work it all out, to be quite honest.
Okay, Murray, thank you.
But I went to an organisation called David Ormerod,
sorry, Murray, can I interrupt you?
I have actually done something about it.
Murray?
An awful lot of people have got a hearing loss without realising it and don't do anything about it.
You're doing 8 shows a week, so you've got to make sure that if you are screaming your tits off, that you find a way to place it in your voice so that you can do the 8 shows.
Be a dip or...
Some people reckon that it won't actually really get going, the online shopping thing, until next week. Some people say, actually, no, it's today that's going to be the busiest.
We're having suggestions come through on the text, by the way. 81333, start your message release for the best things to buy online for Christmas. I had a lovely text from Malcolm who says the 2 must-buy Christmas presents this year are the Nick Clegg nodding dog and the David Cameron tickling stick. Are they popular down there?
No, but I can tell you what is. Well, I certainly haven't heard. They may be popular for all I know. But what's popular? Mini scooters, Lego, iPods, you won't be surprised to know, iPhones. But perhaps not surprisingly, also duvets, very popular at the moment, I'm told. Coats and Ugg earmuffs. 55 quid a pop. Last week, 300 went out from this distribution centre alone.
Karen, I'm very big on the muff, you know, in the factories. They love to listen to me through the head muffs in the factories because, you know, they have to have them to stop the noise. It's marvellous. We're very big with those.
Oh, really?
Yes. How many punters do they think they're going to get online today?
Well, as I say, it is quite controversial, really, as to whether today is going to be the busiest. The people that reckon it's going to be the busiest are Visa, credit and debit card people.
We've got some lovely texts coming in this morning. Morning, Mosh. I just bought my wife a rabbit on the internet. We're over the moon with it. It came quickly as well, says Chris in Huddersfield, so that's nice. 81333, start your message with Leeds, standard rate supply. Well, you enjoy packing boxes and having fun down there, and we'll talk to you again. Lovely to have have Alex Grundon and Karen Hogan on the programme as well at BBC Radio Leeds.